The BRICS coalition is steadily becoming a game-changer in global economics. With Russia deeply involved in its expansion, there's growing anticipation and tension over how this shift will impact global trade, energy markets, and economic stability. From the Kremlin's viewpoint, BRICS represents an opportunity to secure its position in a world where Western alliances hold significant sway. So, what exactly does this transformation mean for Russia? And how is it positioning itself within this emerging powerhouse? With Saudi Arabia, Iran, the UAE, Egypt, Ethiopia, and Argentina now members, BRICS is no longer an alliance of emerging economies alone. These additions represent substantial regional and economic powerhouses, each bringing unique strengths to the table. Saudi Arabia and Iran, for example, are energy giants, while Argentina offers vast agricultural resources. This reshaping of the coalition could establish a counterbalance to organizations like the G7, potentially creating a multipolar world order. For Russia, this expansion is timely. Western sanctions have put immense pressure on its economy, and increased cooperation within BRICS may offer alternative avenues for trade and investment. Russia is eyeing partnerships in areas where sanctions have affected it most, such as technology, agriculture, and finance. By diversifying its alliances within this coalition, Russia aims to shield itself from Western-led isolation and pivot toward more reliable trade routes with Eastern and Southern countries. One of the most transformative goals of BRICS is its challenge to the dominance of the US dollar in international trade. Historically, dollar dependency has given Western countries immense leverage over global markets. However, BRICS nations are actively exploring alternatives. Conversations about creating a new currency to facilitate trade among member nations have gained momentum. Although it remains a long-term vision, the prospect of a BRICS currency has already sent ripples through financial markets. For Russia, this effort is particularly crucial. The ruble has faced significant devaluation pressures amid sanctions, so the option to trade using an alternative currency could provide some financial relief. Such a shift would allow Russia to participate in global trade without relying on dollar transactions that expose it to Western financial controls. This approach would allow Russia to engage more freely in international trade, especially with major partners like China and India, without the dollar dependency that has historically constrained its financial options. Energy is another major factor driving BRICS economic strategies. Russia, Saudi Arabia, and Iran are some of the largest oil producers globally, which gives BRICS considerable sway over the energy market. Together, these nations could challenge OPEC's dominance, or work alongside it to set oil prices favorable to BRICS members. Russia's oil and gas sector, critical to its economy, has been under strain as Western countries have sought alternative suppliers to reduce dependence on Russian energy. By strengthening energy ties within BRICS, Russia could potentially sidestep Western energy markets entirely. There's speculation that BRICS might even set up a collective energy exchange or explore other avenues to regulate oil prices outside of Western control. Moreover, Russia's strategy appears focused on long-term energy partnerships with growing economies like India and China. This alignment within BRICS could help stabilize Russia's energy exports, allowing it to continue selling oil and gas without the same political pressure it faces from Western markets. The New Development Bank, NDB, established by BRICS, represents a significant alternative to traditional lenders like the IMF or the World Bank, where Western countries hold substantial influence. The NDB has pledged to fund infrastructure projects and development initiatives within BRICS countries and their partners. As of now, Algeria, Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Indonesia, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Nigeria, Thailand, Turkey, Uganda, Uzbekistan, and Vietnam have joined as partner countries, signaling broader appeal for nations outside the bloc. For Russia, the NDB offers an alternative source of funding for infrastructure projects, which are essential for economic growth. These projects include railways, highways, and digital networks that connect BRICS economies. With these investments, Russia could improve its trade routes, making it easier to transport goods within Eurasia and into Asia, bypassing Europe if necessary. This funding support from BRICS could empower Russia to pursue development goals independently of Western-controlled financial institutions, reducing its vulnerability to future sanctions. Russia's geopolitical focus has been shifting toward Asia, Africa, and South America as it seeks more robust trade relations outside the influence of Western-led institutions. By aligning itself with BRICS and its new partners, Russia is building economic bridges with countries that value multipolar alliances. These strengthened ties with emerging markets also represent significant opportunities for Russia to export raw materials, technology, and defense products to markets not heavily influenced by the West. Trade between Russia and other BRICS countries has seen an upward trend, driven by demand for resources, machinery, and military equipment. This growing economic interdependence allows Russia to offset the effects of sanctions, preserving its economic influence in the global arena. While the BRICS bloc offers Russia alternative economic avenues, there are challenges. Differences among BRICS members, ranging from political ideologies to economic priorities, can create friction. India and China, for instance, have their own disputes, and each country within BRICS has unique national interests. Russia is also aware of the hurdles in launching a BRICS currency, given the logistical complexities and potential for market disruption. Additionally, there's the challenge of building a unified economic strategy with so many distinct political and economic agendas at play.